Welcome back to the HamCraft. Today we are headed away from spawn for a change and back over to the base. Looks like we are here already. And a couple episodes we worked on kind of the central storage building, which is of course not finished, but at least it's something to start with. I don't think I've been back over here too much since then, so still a lot to do on that building. But instead of finish that, why don't we start something new? We're gonna work on kind of the visual focal point for the base, and it will be right about here. Our creeper building, the shrine to all thing creepers. We will farm creepers and creeper heads, mob heads, records, and just kind of our general shrine to the creeper. Um, in that theme, I think it would make sense to kind of make it kind of like a play or a take on a church, so that's what I'm going to work with. Hopefully today we can work on the exterior of the building. Going to be a lot going on with this one in terms of digging out the farm and everything, but if we can at least get something laid out, kind of size-wise, see how things are going to work. I'm going to start throwing some blocks down, and I will get back to you. Here we go, checking in for a little update. I was thinking about calling it done for the episode, but why not just get back to it? But I'll show you what we've got so far. There's our creeper church. Checking out the sight lines from the portal entrance, and then you would head down and go across this bridge. It's going to be right in front of you, the big grand building. I guess it's actually not that big, maybe compared to the cathedral kind of thing I did in the old Frontline server back in the day. That was a good one, but I'm liking this too. Kind of a modern-ish take on it. The roof is not actually going to be orange. That copper will age for us and kind of hit this same, hit this same green or similar, a little bit darker as the rest of our roof. That's gonna go nicely up there, I think. Inside, it was looking kind of bad before I put something in here, so I at least got a floor down. You can start to see where some things are going to go. There will be a wall in the back, I know. I think this is where we're going to store the records that we get from our creepers. This is where the creeper sacrifice will take place up on our altar here. And then we've got a little area in the back for charged creepers. This roof is nasty from inside, so I'm going to have to cover all that up, probably with something bland, like a smooth sandstone maybe. And then in the back, we can have our little charged creeper farm gathering area, like a pen, where we can hit them with the lightning. This is what we've got so far. All this upper area, like this build, this thing poking out, and all this nonsense up here doesn't really have any function. You're not even going to be able to get to it from the inside. You could fly to it, I guess, but mostly just there to give it some oomph, so it looks like something from out here. Break up the roof line a little bit. But I'm gonna keep working on the inside. Definitely a long way to go from being anything close to finished or functional. Still have to build a creeper farm underneath and all that fun stuff. But if I can at least knock out the rest of this inside, that'll be a good enough point for today. Found the prismarine bricks. 3 diamonds per stack for the waste product of a sea lantern farm? That is outrageous. Good thing that it is 2 for 1 on a Monday. Quick update, I died and lost everything, but after a very expensive trip through the shopping district, I am restocked with all my tools and armor and ready to go. Fortunately, I don't think I lost a lot of building materials. Everything was stored away in my shulkers here. I died to a common Minecraft danger. Was it a creeper? No, not an enderman, not a wither skeleton. I fell asleep. I get out here late at night sometimes, try to do a little building here and there, and didn't make it this time. Just kind of fell asleep with my dude standing right out here, and then Woke up a couple minutes later and I was dead, and all my grave had despawned. And oh, it was sad times. But I got back and knocked out the rest of the interior here on a different day. We've got our altar-ish area where we'll have our skeleton shooting creepers to farm records. The records will go over there into our chests, and I know I could mess with like an auto sorter to sort out the records, but I'm just going to manually do it. They're just going to dump into, ooh, got some blocks, dump into this chest here, these two rows, and then I'll sort out the gunpowder and the records into their appropriate chests manually. We have our charged creeper display, and then we'll be able to drop them down and farm heads, but none of this is set up. It's still all empty back here. I need to do all that. As well as talking about farming heads, there's a whole nother operation that's got to happen underneath us. So, gonna need a way to get there. Maybe staircase, either in this area or in this corner, some way to get down below, and then all the head farming that needs to be done. Yeah, still a lot left to do with this building, even though it might look kind of finished. All the inner workings, all the creeper farm itself, where the creepers will pop up to get farmed by the skeleton, all that still has to happen. So a lot left to go, which is probably a good thing, because we're not really close to being done on the outside. Our copper still has to age quite a bit. Maybe it'll finish by the time we get this episode out, which will probably be a few months from now. We're back, and you know it's been a while because the roof actually looks good now. Finally got the copper aging in properly, going nicely with the prismarine like we had planned on the roof. And a beacon, because we did a lot of digging. I think we might actually be kind of done with this build. A lot of details left to go. Want to get some plants around in here and have some empty spaces. Got to dress up some of the walls outside. But let's not worry about all that. Let's see how this actually goes. I think we saw most of the interior last time. Not sure if we had our skeleton friend, but now we do. And we have been collecting the records already. Look, and some dirt apparently. Got a lot of records loaded up, ready to go. I don't know what we're doing with them yet, but we are getting them. And down beneath, we have the head collection system also ready to go. I haven't tested this at all, so we're going to do that right now. We'll see if this works. We can go ahead and hit this guy. That switch is what turns on some water underneath to bring creepers around to this drop down here to get shot. So hopefully we can start loading them up and we can see this guy get to work. We have the creeper farm down beneath here that we may have seen before. Since I'm standing here, we're not going to really get any spawns at the moment. But you can see that the water's on down there now. So that means it's going to bring our creepers up around here to meet the skeleton. And then on the other side, if we turn on the water on the other side, then the creepers end up going around to this pen in the backyard. We should have looked through the window because that would have saved us a few steps. And they hang out here until they're ready to get struck by some lightning. And that's how we get our charged creepers. Ideally, if I hit that lever, then they're going to fall down a hole over there and end up in the display cases. Let's see if it works. I haven't tried it yet. We can turn on some water to help flush them towards this corner. Let's go ahead and open the door and see. I can't see very well. Maybe I should build something that I can stand on up here to help. I need one more block. Help see if they're actually going in the hole. We could have built glass. We got still two. Alright, so they haven't gone in the hole yet. Let's go ahead and turn the water on and see if that helps maybe flush them down a little bit. Yeah, there they're going. Into the corner. I think one dropped. And I think the second one hasn't. he sounded like he wanted to blow up. That was scary. Let's turn the water back off. There we go. Now, is he still there or did he make it down? I can't tell. Oh, they both went down. I was kind of hoping that one would stay. So we wouldn't get a big mess if this didn't work. They are probably going to beat me inside, I hope, if it all went smoothly. They're going to be in this display case here. If not, we're going to have to go find them. Yep, not there. So we don't know where they are. We got 2 charge creepers floating around. Oop, they won't be over there. That's the one place they won't be. We got 2 charge creepers floating around in our water streams underground somewhere. So we're going to have to go track those guys down. We can look at these creepers. They're dropping in. Skeletons getting busy, doing some work. I couldn't, guess because of poor planning, I didn't have too high of a height to drop them from in here. Coming out of our little annex, side part of the building. So they don't take a lot of damage on the fall, and it takes a few arrows to knock them out. Yeah, I didn't even give this guy a good bow yet, I don't think. So he takes a few shots, but they get there. I need to give him a better bow so he can knock him out a little bit quicker. Whoa, we got one! We got one! It worked! And hopefully it closed the door up there. It looks like it might have, so that another one doesn't fall in. So there is one missing creeper somewhere, and that's okay. There's a few spots where they have to kind of like push each other along a little bit to get into the water stream, I think. Maybe that's what's happening. Wait, no way. We got a thunderstorm right now? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna have to... Oh, we got sleep. Okay, no more thunderstorm. That's okay. Now that we have the pen empty, though, we can also fill this pen back up with some more creepers so that on the next thunderstorm we can get some more charged creepers and then get some more guys ready to go into our system. Now, once we drop him down below, he should... We can go take a look at this. He should end up in this stream and kind of float down to us right here. We will need a mob to get ahead from, so we're going to turn off the lights to our spawning platforms and see what spawns. Maybe that'll work. We can leave them off for a little bit. And, whoa, we got 2! Oh, I never thought it would work this well. The one part that doesn't always work great is dropping them down. Let's see. Yes, it worked, and that's open again. It's ready for the next one. This is amazing. Sometimes they kind of get caught on the lip of the trap door there and don't go down. So everything is going great so far. Let's see how things look down here. There's the creeper. He's ready to go, ready to blow up. Once we hit that lever and he gets a sight line to us, he's going to go. So we just need some mobs spawning in on our platform here. I clearly did not spider-proof it, so they are going to be a pain. I guess I'm going to have to carpet like every other tile in there, because we really don't want spiders spawning. They are going to get in the way of our minecarts and all that stuff. I'm going to fly away real quick, see if we can get some more spawns down there. I can turn off the creeper record farming part of things because we're all done with that. We showed how that works, so we're all good there. Probably a couple more might end up dropping through. All the records, like we said, I think we said before, they're just gonna get thrown in here in a mess, and then I manually sort them out. Lots of storage for records, so hopefully and we can turn it off at any time too, so nothing's going to overflow there. Now I need to get a little bit farther away so that we can get some mobs spawning down in our dark rooms underneath. That's probably not good enough, but we'll go and see if it did anything. And then maybe you might need to take another little trip around. Alright, we got plenty. Let's turn some lights back on so we can see. This was great. We got a lot to choose from. Okay, so ideally, if I hit, let's maybe pick one where hopefully there's no spiders in the way. Because I really don't want a spider. That guy's got armor, not a great choice. One of these, ooh, we got a spider over there. He's going to be a problem. Man, I really need to do something to get rid of these spiders. But hopefully, we press this button, sends out a minecart that can bounce back and forth in there. And then once we hit the lever, the minecart will drop down and come over here for us so we can get ahead. Let's give it a shot and see what we can do. This one looks like it might be clear of spiders. There goes our minecart. See if we can pick something up. It's going to bounce around a little bit. Okay, we got no spiders over here too. We'll send another one out. Maybe we can grab that zombie who's down there at the end. Oh, we got something. Let's send him through. What'd we get? Yeah, we did get a zombie. There he goes. He should be coming around to over here. There he is, just like that. Now we're gonna soften him up a little bit. If we punch him a few times, I think. Maybe I can't. Yeah, I can just punch him in the face. I don't need the glass there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's what, like 20 hits or something? 7, 8. Who knows? Might be good enough. Let's just blow this guy up and see what happens. I'm thinking that it should still be good enough even though he's in the minecart. Like, we don't need to get him out of the minecart. And then, we'll just get the minecart back. Even, maybe. Let's find out. This guy's in water. Hopefully nothing too bad happens. Yep, boom, maybe. Alright. Alright, we got a dead zombie. Minecart's gone. Everything's still intact. Put that back up just in case. Hopefully we get a zombie head. We did it! It's a zombie head. A little rotten flesh. A little minecart. There we go! Our first zombie head. Ah, that's awesome. So, we can now turn... we picked up a spider. Okay. That's fine. Oh, it takes a little damage in the wall too. Nice, so it's gonna die eventually. Or it'll despawn when it gets over there. Okay. What is... Oh, that's string floating out there from the spider. Alright, so this all works great. Maybe the spiders are okay. That wasn't too bad. We still were able to pick up our zombie. Turn the charged creeper into a zombie head just like we wanted. I think we're ready to call this place done. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these heads other than try to get them to people who might want them over in the shopping district. But maybe we can find some kind of display for them over here as well in the meantime, or for any extras that we can accumulate. I need to load up that field with creepers, so the next time we get a thunderstorm, I can zap them, and we'll be ready to go. Wow, I never thought that all of this would happen. Like in one-ish episode. It might have taken several months, but yeah, good enough to call it done. I guess the rest of it will just kind of happen slowly. It was a big project because we got all these chests here. I think we started with, okay, I'm just going to take a few shulkers and that'll be good. Now we even got 2 furnaces, boatloads of cobblestone and dirt. Going to use a little bit of that because the next project that we will roll right into, it's going to be over there. I'm going to build out this mountain a little bit and put some sugarcane farms there so that we can send the sugarcane flying. I thought about what to do with them. Maybe just tuck them in the back, but this way we can build them up on a ledge. Things can fly out, make it a little bit fun. That's what's going to happen next time. So if I'm talking about next episode already, I guess we can be done here. That's going to be it for me today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.